from yesterday. Maybe take that out of your binder so you can be looking at it. What does step 1 say, Eden? Whoa, one person just needs to write.
Multiply A and C.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, are we supposed to be putting this on the back of our notes from yesterday?
Or on a separate page, but this is connected to our notes from yesterday. This is just, we're continuing. So, like, I'm on a second page, but this will all be from yesterday. Yes. Okay, so now I have the 3 from A times the negative 6 from C, and I get negative 18. One person, or I'm going to call on one person. What's step 2? What is it, Avery?
I ask myself what times what equals negative 18.
And
What plus what
equals
negative
7, my B value.
I knew that.
Right? So that's why that 7 comes into play. So this is where you got to get that brain turning. What two numbers can multiply to make negative 18 but add to make positive 7? They have to be the same two numbers.
Why is that B there?
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
Nope. Not going to answer your questions. Yes.
Negative 2 and 9.
Negative 2 and 9. Perfect. Step 3. Addie.
Use those values to create two quantities.
Sure. So I've got x minus 2 times x plus 9. Wonderful. Step 4. Eden?
Here's the original A value into these quantities.
Yep. So I'm going to have 3x minus 2 times 3x plus 9. And this does have a parentheses here. See it very well. Step 5. I know more than 2 people in this room know how to read. Hayden, thank you.
You have to figure out which quantity has a GCF.
So which one does?
3x plus 9.
Yep. So this is going to turn into 3 times the quantity x plus 3. That's what you guys have sounded like all day when you go to the library, FYI. So loud, we're excited to go to the library. That's what I hear. Were you excited to go to the library?
Yeah, it's not class.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's not class.
Okay, what is step 6? What does step 6 say? What did you write down for step 6 yesterday? Avery.
Write both quantities with the GCF pulled out.
Sure. 3x minus 2 times 3 times the quantity x plus 3. I know it looks strange. It's going to for a second. Last step. Vince? Divide by the A. These are the 3's. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so they cancel out. So your final answer is 3x minus 2 times x plus 3. How can you check your work?
Solve.
FOIL, right? Multiply those. What should you get when you multiply them?
3x squared plus 7x minus 6.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful mathing. Okay, let's do another one. You guys want to try this one by yourselves?
No.
Yes. Yeah. I want to.
Okay.
I want to try.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work through it without saying a word. You can work on your own and look up and check as you go, or you can just literally follow along with what I do. But I know some people want to try it and look, and that's fine.
Mhm.
Yes, Avery.
So whatever you like the GCF,
Mm-hmm.
like step 5, how do you know which one?
So, great question. I can't take 2 out of this one because I wouldn't be able to multiply anything times 2 to get 2x plus 1, right? But I can take the 2 out of this one because 2 times x and 2 times negative 5 would give me 2x minus 10. So it's whichever one actually has a greatest common factor. Now, there are going to be some where maybe they both have a greatest common factor, but we're not there yet. So right now you're just deciding which one has the greatest common factor. Great question. Any other questions? Did anybody try it on their own and you got it right? Nice job. Excellent. A for effort. Did anybody like kind of work and then peek up and then work and then you were on the right track? Okay, good. All right, we're going to do another example. You're going to love it. We'll do this one together because it's slightly different. This is it. Okay, so this polynomial is slightly different. This one is slightly different because there is a greatest common factor we need to factor out first. Right? So from now on, when we're doing these, the very first step you're going to do is look at these coefficients and say, do they have a common factor? If they do, you need to pull that out. If they don't, then you go about your business. Okay? So what would the greatest common factor be of this polynomial? Callie? 2. So we're going to take the 2 out here, and then we're going to get 4x squared minus 5x minus 6. Right? Because 2 times 4x squared will give me 8x squared. Oh yeah, no, this is subtraction. Right? So now we're going to do exactly what we did on the previous 2 examples. We're just going to ignore this 2 until the end. You guys okay with that? Just like pretend like it's not there. Okay. So now we're going to do, this is going to be my A, it's going to be my B, this is going to be my C. The only reason this gets a little bit gray, like a little gray area, is all of your steps said original A, right? But now we have a new A. So you're going to focus on this 4 for all of the steps, not the original 8. So because we factored out this 2, every time we're referring to A from now on, it's going to be this 4. So I'm going to have 4 times negative 6. So what times what equals negative 24? What plus what equals negative 5? Remember that negative 5 is, I got that from this B value. Logan, what is it? Yep. What value am I going to put into both of those quantities? 4. Excellent. 4x plus 3 times 4x minus 8. Avery, which of these has a greatest common factor?
4x minus 8.
Yep. So I'm going to have 4 times the quantity x minus 2 and 4x plus 3. There's only one thing missing from this answer. Who knows what it is? Okay?
2.
The 2. Now we bring this down here. So there's my final answer. This 2 becomes part of the answer. So if I wanted to check my work here, I would first distribute the 2, and then I would take that quantity times this quantity and FOIL those, and I should get 8x squared minus 10x minus 12. Yes, Addie.
For the step when you put the 4 back in, why don't you put it into the 3 and then negative 8? Like the up 3, well, the 4x plus 3 was 4x minus 8. Why would you only put the 4 into the x? I don't know what step it is.
So like, why didn't we just put it here? Why did we show both of these?
Well, like, why did we only put the 4 into the x? Like, why didn't we multiply 4 by 3 and do plus 12 instead?
Because it has to coordinate with the coefficient, not with this term c. So
Okay.
all of these have to do with the a, where the a will be and what the a will look like. Great question. Okay, we're going to stop right, well, no. I was going to stop the video, but I'm not going to stop the video now. Okay, I have some practice problems that are not homework. That we need for Friday. Let's do that.
All I remember is
Thinking. Yeah.
Did I hear it right?
yeah.
No.
I heard it in the hallway.
No.
I heard it.
No.
I heard it.
No, do not.
I'm not going to say anything.
No, you should be next to him.
No, I mean, you could do worse.
Would we do like the? Would you do the GCF right here as well?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Why are you getting mad, Shelby? Okay, let's take a look at these together. Were you wondering if we were going to start them together? Okay, here we go. Did everybody get one of these worksheets? I don't want anybody telling me in 5 minutes they didn't get a worksheet. That's not a good use of your time. Okay, so it says if there's a greatest common factor, take that out first. Then use the AC method from your notes. Follow all steps. So let's look at number 1 here. Do we have a greatest common factor?
Yes.
What is it?
3. 6.
6. It's 6. Greatest common factor equals 6. You guys are going to like this one. Because I don't even have to use the AC method. Why don't I have to use the AC method?
Why not?
There's only two.
Because there's nothing in front of this x here. So I can just jump right to what times what equals -3. What plus what equals -2. So this is what you guys did the other day when you were cutting and pasting,
Oh, yeah.
right? So what two numbers? MJ?
-3 and 1.
Yep. So I have x minus 3 times x plus 1. Bring down the 6, and there's my answer. Not so bad, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna escalate.
It will escalate, you're right.
Slope.
Why do you always yell out
I
slow?
don't know. It's just like
Is that your version of like anything getting more difficult?
yes.
PTSD.
It's pretty funny. Okay, let's look at number 2. Do I have a greatest common factor? It's 5.
So do we do the same thing? We don't have to do.
Yep. Go ahead and work this one out by yourself. Okay, you guys are going to do the rest of these by yourself. You got this.